How can it be? Shout out to Elena. How you, honey? The sun always shines until you hold me. Morning, Lena. Morning, good. Don't worry about the logo, Lena. You can have whatever logo you want, honey. And no one will say shit to you. Otherwise, I will bar them for good. Shout out to Australia. I've just been out for a run, believe it or not. The first thing I think I come back now. Good morning. Shout out to Scotland. Shout out to Australia. And shout out to Ireland and England. Anyway, good morning, how are you all doing? Like I said, I went out early this morning. I was down at the Etihad, made a bit of content. I'll post it later. Some stupid civilian tried to get in an argument with me because I was making a video of slavery. He said, "What are you fucking saying on your video?" I was like, "Why? What's it got to do with you? What's your problem?" "I don't have a problem." I was like, "Oh, is that what it's like now? Is you heard me voice and you shit your pants?" I'm a United fan, me, anyway. I was like, "Well, then fucking shut up."
Don't believe me? Try it yourself. Visit carfinance24/7.co.uk to see if they can help you.
You big bowser, you. Go on now with that. You're a big tough guy with all your mates and all your little groups and all your little clique. But when you're on your own, you're just another fucking bully. I like bullies, you know. They put fire in me belly, you know. Anyway, I went on a Cali bus today, so let's see if it tastes any good. Oh, I'd buy that for $1. How are you, Jerry? Oh yeah. Wow. Now that is what you call mega. How are you, Charlie? There's a couple of sausages on YouTube. Who can fight? Even though Brett May is a wanker at times, he can fight. And for all the people that slag him off and all, would you stand in front of him? That fella can fight. I'm not saying he's not a wanker or not a fucking bar of chocolate he'd eat himself. But I'll tell you what, the fella can fight. You know, I'm not a big fan. And when it comes to skill set, I reckon personally, out of all the BKB fighters, Danny Christie has done the best out of them all. You know, I know everybody has their opinion about different people on here, but you can't take it away from the fella. He knows how to fight, and he can give a dig and take one. You know, it's like, I don't know whether John Paul is fighting fucking that or that fucking weirdo in Carlisle, Flash Gordon. Well, like I said, you have to understand something. Danny was, like I said, at the end of the day, you're in an organisation, you're rubbing fucking shoulders with fucking the likes of Conor McGregor, you're in a circle, you're having parties after the event. There's a party, you know, and then there's a party for the party. Do you understand? Like I said, and when you're an addict and it's like you're around other people who are taking cocaine like it's going out of fashion, you're going to fall, you're going to stumble. Because, like I said, out of our country, out of Ireland, the best fucking professional that's ever been, I'd say, is Katie Taylor. You know. No, here. No Didio here. Didio killed the radio star. You know, he's guilty of sin. You know what I mean? There's loads of them, though. I'm getting a fucking cold. So, I woke up this morning and I was like, right, I'm going to go for a run. So I went for a run. It wasn't a very long run. It was just a run to the shop and back. And whilst I was out, I was having a look at the canal and feeling how cold the water was and seeing whether it was that time again, where you go up to Debdale with a spinner that size, and I'm still hunting it. It's like Godzilla to me. I've never caught a big pike in my life. 17-4, and it wasn't even my fish. I didn't hook it. Somebody else did. I just landed the fucking thing. So, if the truth be told, before that, I'd say it was about 11. It wasn't a major fish, but, you know, I have mates that have caught double that size. You know, you're just like, yeah, it's whether you're lucky or not, you know. I'd love to tell you I caught a 36-pounder, but I didn't. It'd be a lie. I'd love to tell you when I come to Manchester, I went to Hacienda, because that'd be a lie too. But I'm looking forward to seeing this route between Brett May and Danny Christie. I think Brett's too big. He's too sloppy. You know, I remember being on a live one night and he was in the bat. I was like, lad, you look very handsome, you know, from here. He loves himself. But I reckon Danny'll do probably, or it's gonna go one way, either he's gonna win or Danny's gonna win. In all fairness, I don't give a flying fuck who wins. It's not gonna affect me in any way. But there's loads of dickheads on YouTube that'll slate loads of other people. But here, I respect anybody that gets in a ring, and I mean anybody. You know, you can slate people all you want, yeah, but you wouldn't make that work. Have you ever made that work, in fact? Where you're stood in front of someone and all your mates are there and your brothers are there and you lose. It's not a good look, is it? You know, I've been bashed loads of times, many times by more than one person. You know, I'm confident with me hands and me feet. And I'm an old man, what? But I guarantee you, mate, like I said, there's loads of noble guys on here that I thought were humble and noble. And then I found out a little bit about them, and then, you know, but like I said, I don't blame Danny for relapsing, because look at it like this way. Your gaffer is Conor McGregor, right? Okay. Now let's say Mr. McGregor says to Mr. Christie, here, Danny, great fight, you know, party later on, you know yourself. Who's going to turn Conor McGregor down? Well, now I would. But, you know, before he got charged with being a rapist, I fell in love with that Conor McGregor that fought Aldo. But if you have 400 mil in your bank, it's not going to motivate you to get up and to get punched in the face. You know, he's his time. He's another Fury. You know, he's finished. Your big grey gypsy king, what? Got beat by a tiny man, a better man, a better human being, a better professional. And when it comes to Usyk, he's flawless. Like, if you look at his amateur career, he had about 300 amateur fights. That's 6 times more fights than Yowza. He's had 56, I think, amateur fights. 148, lost 5. Something like that. Stupid. But anybody that gets into a ring, you have to give it to them. Well, you don't have to, but it's just a sport, you know what I mean? It's like you shake hands at the start if you want, and then at the end, just leave it in the ring. You know what I mean? Life's too short. You know, but that's why I keep away from people that have big egos. You know, they've had 4 or 5 fights. How about 54 or 55 easy? I've had a good decent 27, let's say, where I've got my ass whooped loads of times, but I was fighting against loads of other like-minded thugs. You know, that whole, like I said, you know, I know what it's like to be an addict, and it's like, if I was in that position, here's the thing, it's like Ryan Garcia, man, I could see that one coming too, but see Danny Christie and Brent May. Now, in order to prepare for a fight and to get yourself ready, you can't be going on cocaine binges. You know what I mean? It's not part of the fucking life. You know, if you're a professional fighter, male, you have to be a professional at everything. You know, kids are watching you. Like, you have... Yeah, but Jerry, can you imagine having 400 million? Now, gone are the days where 60 G's, baby! You know, he said money would never change him. Tyson Fury said the exact same thing. See, they all tripped themselves up. See, I'm watching. So Tyson Fury, not even a year ago, he says, if I have to fight for free, if I have to fight in my backyard, and I'll do it. It's in me. I'm bred to fight. I'll fight for free. But yeah, a few months ago, he said, listen, this is heavyweight boxing. I want to make as much money as I can, in and out, beef. Which is it? What one is it? You're either here for the love or you're here for the money. And it's okay being here for either of them, but like, don't lie to the fans. You know, even though I'm a boxing fan, I'm a Fury fan, I'm a boxing fan, and me heart wanted Tyson to win, but me boxing brain knew that he wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? And once you lose, that's it. That is in your fucking head, and it won't go away. You know what I mean? You know that promo video, the Usyk and Tyson? I guarantee you that video plays in his head. You know when someone beats you twice, yeah? You're going to live with that. Here, for the rest of Tyson Fury's life, he is going to live with Usyk in his head now. This is just propaganda. He's telling the world that he's retired. He's not fucking retired. He's waiting for the Saudis to say, here, you big gypsy. There's loads of money. In fact, we'll even give your dad a few quid. You know, seeing as he wants to steal your spotlight and all, and do you know what? I wouldn't embarrass me children with a record like that. You understand, it's one thing if you've lost one fight in your life or 2 fights, but losing 8, you're not in that cloth or caliber of fighter. You understand? Nobody fucking knows you. Now, in the real world, your mates can speak for you. They can say, well, you know what? I used to pal around with you and he got himself into a lot of trouble, but he could fucking handle himself. You know, and there's no complaints about it. You break the rules here. If you get shot in front of your ma, you did that. You know, all right, all the tough guys, all the big Mr. Muscles on YouTube, yeah, go on out of that, but you won't pick a phone up, will you? You know, you kill yourself. You know, your children are going to grow up thinking that you didn't love them enough. Not even to leave a fucking letter, you cunt. Garnacho was open to an Italian medical. Get up out of that. What do you get your big out? You're back, you. Get on the Falkland. Garnacho, keep him. But me point being about being an addict. Now, I want you to imagine this, Jerry, right? You're a fighter, yeah? You're fighting for BKB. Now, then a new owner arrives in town, being Conor McGregor. Now, you're a fighter. Conor McGregor, it doesn't matter what job you do. Conor McGregor asks you to go out and party with him. You're not going to say no. Well, you would now because he's a raper. You know, and like I said, it's like it just says it all to me. You know what I mean? Some people do sell their soul in the end. You know what I mean? Righteous men, noble men. You know, like I said, I like noble men and humble men. You know what I mean? But at least Danny has the balls to come out and say, listen, I'm a fucking addict, mate. You know what I mean? You imagine being around, right? So you win your fight, yeah? So BKFC or BKBKB, whatever it's fucking called, right? They have an after party. You've won your fight convincingly. You get paid a nice lump of money. And then your gaffer says, yo, here, we're having a party tonight. I want you to sit at our table. Well, yeah, I'm being honest with you. In Dublin, we turn raper into vapor. Listen to me. Everybody that's ever been in recovery, that's ever had an issue with alcohol or drugs, that has ever snorted cocaine, took heroin, have mental health issues, you're all welcome here, because I've done the exact same thing. But I want to ask you this. Before Conor McGregor got found guilty of being a raper, if he asks you to go and party with him after a fucking fight, you're not going to say no. You know, well, some people can say no. Here, like I said, I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't want to go out with my gaffer if he was a rapist, even if he had 500 million in his bank. I don't want any part. How are you, Pat? He's still a raper. Let's have a right. It wasn't only for it was to see, only for that was civil. He'd be fucked if that was in a court. You know, he's a rapist. He's a shit human being. You know what I mean? It's like he's not a good professional. Do you know the amount of kids that look up to that cunt? You know, and when he beat Aldo here, I was a big fan. I loved him back then because he was humble in victory, other people. Look at him now. He's a fucking mess. You know, all that money, like the people that he has around him. You know, I seen him playing football for his own team the other day. He wouldn't get on the fucking list only for he fucking owns it. But like I said, I seen something earlier on. I watched the video like in Danny. He said I relapsed. You know what I mean? I'm a fucking addict. I know, listen, I like people that, you know, that won't go behind the door about it and say, listen, I was a dick, I was a smackhead, a crackhead, a tablet head, anything you can get off your nut on, I've tried it. The only thing, I'll tell you what I've never tried in my life, right? That fucking spice. I wouldn't go near it, mate, if you give me a van load of it. Magic mushrooms. I've done LSD and microdots, ecstasy, MDMA. I've never done magic mushrooms. You know, and I have a friend there that has loads of them. He said, Jude, do you take mushrooms? I was like, no, I eat them though. He said, I'll send you a few. I said, listen, you can keep them. I buy mine in Morrison's. You know, I'm not a fan of that. I've done enough drugs in my life to last me 5 lifetimes. You know, I'm happy with a bit of Cali every now and then. You know, it's like I set myself a few goals for the new year and I failed miserably. I wanted to give up cigarettes, right? And I did try. It lasted 3 hours. And that voice in your head saying, smoke me, build one. You know you want to. Go on, do it. You know what I mean? And I fucking failed miserably. It was the worst effort in the world. I knew I wasn't ready. It's like, but I still thought I was. I just wasn't. Amn't. But if you have 400 mil in the bank, you're not going to want to go to the gym. You know, you want to be out in your Lambo boat, you know, or one of your many properties, you know. Like, imagine being able to rock up see Monaco, for instance, right? I watched the thing, right, when McGregor a few years ago, we went there and he went to watch a race, you know, the fucking racing cars. I forget what, it's the F1. You know, and he walks in like that, you know what this like, and I'm like, mate, you know what, I understand you're confident and you stole Vince McMahon's move. That would, here, you robbed someone else's fucking gig. You understand? It's one thing reading the Law of Attraction, but robbing Vince McMahon's signature fucking move, we can all do that. No chance. That's what you've got. Yeah. Anywhere where there's casinos. Casinos. Here, I watched something called The Missing, or Missing You, or something like that, right? Grace Corbin, or something Corbin, right? I watched, there's a few things I watched, man, and they were very good. Jesus Christ, I'm up ages, mate. Honestly, I couldn't sleep all last night. You know. Anyway, good morning. It's Wednesday. I look like Casper the fucking ghost. Fuck me, mate. Come on, dance with me. A few days ago, I couldn't look at this picture because it made me heart sad, and it's called triggering yourself. In order to fix yourself, you need to be broken first. I couldn't look at that picture last week, or the week before, or the week before that, ever since he fucking died. Because it made me sad inside. I face my fears, I've nothing to hide. He was dying, and look at him, smiling. He was dying, smiling. Smiling.
Dance with me, move your body, 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 your legs with me.
Max, Pat, who else have we got? Elena. Hello, mister. What'd you do, Jerry, if your gaffer says to you, here, great fight tonight, I'm gonna give you an extra 50 bags. Oh yeah, here, have a line. I can't, mate. You know, even fucking asking his fighters to put that shit up their nose, you know what I mean? He should know better than that. He'd make a good coach if he got off that shit. But he's a rapist, and that's it. And you know what? See, if he wasn't Conor McGregor, yeah, he'd be exiled. You know, he's been accused of sexual battery and sexual assault. Not just the first time, it's not just an isolated incident. You know, his missus, the way he treats her. You know what I mean? He's got sisters. This is what I don't get. You know, there's lines you can't come back from. Or now, if you cross a certain line in Dublin, right? How are you, cousin? An archer is basically somebody that sticks an arrow in your esophagus if you're rude, Pat. But not, you're never rude. But it's a metaphor. It's psychology. Like I said, it's like, I lost my education when I was a kid. And when I come to the UK, I got away from all my mates. Because they let me down. You know, I had to take the blame for all of them. And not one of them would take the blame for me. Except Murray. Now see him, he was stupid brave like me. Yeah. Stupid brave. Whoop. Him there. And I'll tell you one thing, you know what? He'd take a bullet from me. And I would have done for him, likewise. You know, you see him there smiling. Don't let that smile fool you. You see him. You know what he did? He shaved me eyebrows, yeah, when I fell asleep. Didn't tell me. Let me walk home. I walk home, long story short. So, I walks home. Imagine your mate doing this, right? I'm not telling you, right? He got me caught. Now, I had a curfew before I was 15, right? Unless it was a weekend. It was 11 o'clock and I woke up and I was like, what fucking time is it, bro? What do you let me sleep for? You know, and I legged it all the way from Anto Larkinsgaff through Crawford Green, then up the avenue. I knocks at the door, right? Me fucking dad answers the door, yeah? I'm about to walk in the house. He's like, whoa. He's looking at me right now. The first thing's in my head, he's clocked me right now. And in fact, I wasn't 15. I was about fucking 14. Anyway, he's looking at me like that. I'm like, he's definitely clocked. He said, are you fucking on drugs? Are you stoned? I was like, he said, are you fucking high? You know. And he asked me, was I on drugs? And I lied to him. Barefaced, looked at him and said, no. Where's your fucking eyebrows then? Did you fucking leave them at your mates? Jane, look at his eyes. He's been smoking the dope. And now look at him. He's come up looking like a dope without any fucking hair. Here, my fucking eyebrows right now. And you know what? He gapped the fuck out of me eye. And I still didn't wake up, you know. It's like, but he said, he clattered me all around the place. You know what I mean? I go out and work my bollocks off for you 6 days a week. What? So you end up being a scumbag drug? Well, it was the first of many, you know. So, wait to hear this for a stupid idea, right? So, I'll take you back, right? Now, allegedly, I had a few LSD, a few hundred of them, and I hid them. And I was trying to think of a good hiding place where my dad wouldn't find, me ma wouldn't find. So I chose when I was, and I've made a lot of bad choices, right? This is how stupid I was. At 15, I hid about 300 purple ohms LSD trips in my sister's dollhouse. I come back after being out the weekend. I goes upstairs, our dollhouse isn't where it's supposed to be. Have a guess where it is? She only took the thing out to play with it and found them and took them all off strip by strip. And, you know, she had taken one of them. It could have killed her or mentally wounded her forever. That's how stupid you are, you know. When you want to be one of the boys, when you're the class clown, the fucking manner idiot. And when you're stupid brave because of the people you have around you, you're not touching me with these guys. And that's the way I've seen it, you know. All the older lads, listen and I'll tell you, up in Cherry Orchard and Ballyfermot, you do as you're told. In certain parts of Dublin, you do as you're fucking told. Listen, Ballyfermot isn't the only tough area in Dublin. You have Tally, right? Clondalkin, Cabra, Finglas, Coolock, Blanche, Ballymun, Bluebell, Inchicorp. What the fuck is that? Like, so it's not just Cherry Orchard, you know what I mean? But it's like if you ask anybody who's from Dublin, they'll tell you, you know. Like I said, I grew up at loads of lads, right, that were known in the media as the Red Wall Gang, allegedly. I grew up with all them lads watching my six, watching me back and me front, you know. And like I said, when you're from Ballyfermot, if someone hits you, we may as well hit every one of your mates. And I had a lot of mates and all the lads. See, I lived on the top of the avenue. Spencer lived at the bottom of it, down where the red wall was, yeah? Now, I looked up to all them lads. Use it now as allegedly the Red Wall Gang. Now, see all them lads, all good lads, some of them bad lads, some of them put the fear of God into me. You see, And like I said, look, when you want to be the fucking village idiot, a class clown, a crash test dummy, or a follower, carry on the way you are. But listen, if you hide shit in your mother's house, you're a cunt. You know, you're not a good person. You know what I mean? If you sell drugs, I don't give a fuck who you are. You know, and your soul is compromised. And that cocaine money, hey, never mind cocaine money, heroin money. You know, it's a very profitable line of work, but it's also dangerous, and it's not noble or endearing or righteous or anything like that. You're a fucking scumbag if you sell heroin or you sell crack cocaine. You are a cunt. You're wrecking communities. You know, and I played my part. You know, I was a scumbag heroin dealer and I went to jail for it. You see, and here, I didn't need me mate's permission. You see, I'm from the south. When I come back from England, I couldn't get a job, and I wasn't lying on my application form, you know, because it would compromise my spirit. How are you, Solvay? I'm definitely not a puff, but I am a daddy. That's the answer to your question. You know, you up the paddies. But, like I said, I wasn't a good guy. I was a bad person. You know, but I never see, I don't see. Like, what's the point in having a dog and barking yourself? You know, you can ask any of the lads I grew up with. We all made bad choices, and a lot of us went to prison for it. And going to prison for being a scumbag heroin dealer. I don't want my kids looking up to me for that. You see, in Dublin, you're a product of your environment. And environments like the one in Cherry Orchard, you do as you're told. You see me? I was told to do whatever, and I did it. Allegedly. You know why? Because if I didn't do what I was told, I'd have been slapped the fuck out. Honestly, I'd have been hurt. Well, I was hurt, but I broke the rules. But here, I knew the rules of the game, and there's no complaints here. You know, me father, you know, I can still see his face now, and I can hear the conviction in his voice. You know, I've raised a scumbag heroin dealer as a son. You're getting out of this fucking house, mate. Serious. In fact, you're not just getting out of the house or the city. I'm taking you somewhere where you're going to have to learn how to be a man real quick. I thought I was going down the country, you know. I'm leaving on a jet plane, saying goodbye, no more pain. Yeah. You see, like a lot of other kids my age, we all wanted to impress our mates. You know, and I was no different. You know, I always wanted to be one of the lads, and I knew what I had to do. You know, I wasn't just going to rely on me family or friends' alleged reputations. You know, a lot of my friends have done a lot of bad things, but they paid their debt to society. You know, and I like to see lads that have been there and done it, that push education is the way forward, not selling drugs or glorifying selling drugs. Do you understand? Like I said, I'm not perfect. I was a bad guy. You know, nowadays I just try to make better choices. You know, like I said, I get it. You know, I'll be honest with you. I hung around the street corner with about 70 or 80 lads and about 25, 30 girls easy. Every night doing the same thing. And back then, I had a job. You know, I had several. I was doing an apprentice butchering in fucking Paynes and Spar. right, in Ballyferm. A couple of my mates worked there with me, but most of my mates didn't want to work. But they didn't want to do anything else either, except for sit on a street corner, whine and complain about not having money. Do something about it. What are you willing to do here? Our ma hasn't got money to give us, so we're going to have to earn it ourselves. The right way or the wrong way. And I did a bit of both. You know, I've always worked. Always. You know, plenty of qualifications, but degree is here. See, when it comes to psychology, it'll set you free in the end. You know, when I come to England, I was racist. I was prejudiced. I was a fucking bigot. You know, I was ignorant. Naive. So fucking naive. No. Always had me arse to the wall, mate. Nobody's coming near my arsenal. Here, I have something to say, sis. I am not gayist or racist, and if I want to say, I'll say it to your faces. You know, at 15, like I said, I was given an opportunity, and a couple of my mates were, and we fucked up big time. Long story short, allegedly, I had 1,000 of Smarties, and I distributed them as fairly as I could, and I took a chance with 3 or 4 of my mates, and they fucked up. They fouled the ball. Well, they didn't foul the ball, they fucking ate the food. You know what I mean? And it was in my name, so I fucking had to take the rap. You know. Now at the time, like I said, I was been working in the Spar on Ballyfermer Road, on where all the shops are, yeah? And a guy who's dead now bought a nightclub, right? And because I always give him loads of shit out of the storeroom, he said to me one day, "Kiddo, here, how much do you get in there?" I was getting paid £66 a week. I was doing 4 days, from 4 to 8:30. I was meant to be working after school, but I got fucked out with school, so I had to get a job, you know what I mean? I didn't have to, I wanted to, you know. I've always had something, some kind of hustle, whether it be a vegetable round, a paper round, working in the Spar. You know, my mates didn't want to do nothing. All she wanted to do was sit around the corner, whining all night about not having any money. But what are you going to do about it? You know, what's the point in complaining, you know? And I took a super risk, you know, and my mates let me down in the end. But listen, it's not just in Ireland, it's all around the world, you know. Like, half of you that are in here now know a drug dealer, whether you're willing to admit it or not. You know, and in England, it's so different to Ireland, the way things is done. You know, you can allegedly, apparently, it's just like here, deliver will. No, fuck all, bro. I'd fuck up a picnic. You know, but this wasn't about fucking things up, bro. Listen, here's how it went. I lived on the avenue. I was surrounded by G's all the fucking time that I wanted to impress. I wanted them to notice me. I wanted them to know me fucking name. How sad is that? You know, and the only way to do that is by taking risks. And I was offered a job, and I was getting paid £66 a week. And a guy threw me a bone, and he said, "Well, how about you earn 3 times that in 2 hours?" I'm like, "You what?" He said, "Do you like dance music, Jude?" I said, "I fucking love it. I was just in a fucking club last week. It's fucking deadly, man. The Asylum, do you know it?" He said, "Yeah, I just bought it." I said, "You what?" He said, yeah, it's mine. I was like, get the fuck out of here, it's yours. He said, you want me to fuck you down them stairs? Anyone who knows Eamon O'Sullivan, before he died, he was a black belt, 6th Dan or something like that, in karate, right? He's a solid guy, right? But he was gay. Had a husband, had a wife, family. And one night, when police raided his house, they found loads of devices. They found loads of PVS, what's that stuff called? That latex and all. And devices that you attach to the end of your... Yeah, I'm not even going to go into it. I'd say that was embarrassing for him. You know, but like I said, he gave me a fucking dream job. It's like, and I was on a corner most nights, every night, doing the same shit. You know, and I was like, you know what? We have a little chance here to grow something. Do you understand? It's like, listen, you do as you're fucking told. But when you want to be a crash test dummy, it's like, and you want to impress all the older lads, you're going to have to do shit to impress them. You know, it's like, and up there at the time, the only way to impress anybody was fucking either be in stolen cars or selling drugs. You know, and, all right, someone says, right, so, at the very beginning, all I wanted was to go out and have fun with me mates, right? And when I turned 15, ecstasy had hit Dublin big time. And you know, everybody loved each other. Now, I remember an assignment I was given, my very first assignment, and I was given, I think, 200 disco biscuits. They were like Penn Britain, right? They were like Brown and My Speckles, right? Now, they were like the size of Panadol, right? So, even though I wasn't supposed to do it, listen, me gaffer says to me, this is what I want, right? He didn't say I couldn't interfere with the product. So what I did was I shaved each one, right, with a blade, yeah? I shaved them down 1/3 of what they were. I had a matchbox full of ecstasy. I was saying to me mates, here, have a go with that. You know, we were off for a fucking nut, mate. It's like, and like I said, when if you walk in a nightclub, but back then in Dublin, the rave scene, it just hit, and loads of people from Ballyfermot, Tala, Clondalkin, Fisborough, Inchicore, Cabra, Ballymun, Blanchardstown, you know, loads of fucking areas, especially for English, Blanche, Ballio, Tala and Clondalkin, we all tend to stay together. Now, when I was 14, myself, Harper was 12 at the time. On the weekend, I used to tell me Mara staying at Bernie's for the weekend, right? And fair play to Bernie, she'd say, Janie, staying at mine. You know what I mean? It's like, and I was able to go to a couple of events, you know, because of that. You know, but when you grow up in certain areas in Dublin, it's like when you have your mates, you always try and impress them, you know what I mean? And it's like, the media over the years have give this area a really bad reputation, you know, and what they don't do is they don't see the good that some of these people have done. Like, I have a pal and he has a running club, right? Cherry Orchard Running Club, right? Or Cork. And here, can you do me a favour now? I know one of you told me this. There's a guy called Coach Wicken. But me pal's channel, I think it's called Coach by Ken. And he's at that ground, Cherry Orchard Running Club, into a force to be reckoned with. Now here, I've got 10 minutes left, but the media, especially that bastard Paul Williams, see him, he has to be lucky every day. And you know what? Your security detail, here, One's a midget. You're going to get caught. One day you're going to do yourself a mischief. Just like Keithy and Neville. But anyway, I haven't got long. So, I'm going to make this short and sweet. I'm going to delete my YouTube channel today and you'll never see me again. Joking. You know, I grew up at Harpo. Like I said, and his brother was my best friend. We made a communion together, a convo together. You know, Harpo's dad and my mother are from Ballyfermot originally. So is Harpo's ma, you know, and I grew up, like I said, from 4 to 10 in the flats. My family, his family, Jay Dunn's family, Wally O'Sullivan's family, Mark Doyle's family. Like just normal families. We all moved up to an area where the council put loads of families, you know, single mothers with like 5 and 6 kids and who's what? Well, in all fairness, I'm not asked who drops the soap. That's not my concern. If I had been 18 months ago, I'd tell you what I think of certain people on here, but I can't promote your channel. Nah, don't worry about it, cousin. You know, hey, just as well I was telling the truth all along, Trevor. You know, and see how that day you come to that court out of all me ma's family, bro. None of them come from me, you know. But you see your dad. You know, see my mother there, right? My dad was dying in that photograph. I couldn't look at that, Trevor. I couldn't look at it. Up until a few days ago, because every time I looked at it, upset me. But I purposely look at it to trigger myself. To test me resilience and my strength. Yeah. I couldn't look at this photograph up until a few days, and I swear on me baby's life. You know why? Because he was dying in that photograph, and look at, still smiling, although we knew he was dying. Yeah, but he was abusing me dad, Trevor. He beat the shit out of her how many times? How many times did your dad have to come and fucking put it on my dad? I mean, beat the shit out of him. Like, that's his little sister, do you understand? Or his big sister, you know. And like I said, it's crazy that you see me live. And the reason why you see my live, or Trevor, I make a shitload of shorts. The only way to grow your channel fast is to make a stupid amount of shorts, but until you get a foundation, that's it. Coach by Ken O'Driscoll. Go over and give his channel a sub. He's got a YouTube and he's got an Instagram. He's probably one of the best coaches I know in Ireland. You know, not just Dublin. I mean, but I don't like to hear my dad. No, I know, but here's the thing. He done a big brother thing. My dad was a Bowsy, Trevor, you know, and he was just being a big brother. Like I said, your dad and my Uncle Christy have always been my favourite uncles. You know. I remember your dad was one of my heroes as a kid, you know. Here, archers, do your job, will you? Look, you look too young, you shouldn't be in here. Get back to school. Get out to school. Someone take her to school. Oh, sorry, Quavers. Don't fucking whatever you do. Do not put any arrows in anybody's esophagus. Yeah, how are you, Quavers? But, do you know what? I'm going to get another fucking hair dye. And I'm going to dye my eyebrows. I'm going to dye my balls, if I have to, sorry. But here, a few people, I've been lucky over the time, a few people from Ireland back home, some of my old friends, have noticed I have a channel, you know, and 4 days ago, 1 year ago, have a guess how many subs I had? According to my YouTube memories, not me Facebook, it popped up about a week ago. This time last year, I had just over 1,000 subs or something stupid like that. You know, it's like, and I didn't need to call anyone out, call people names, make idle threats. You wouldn't do fuck all to me, mate. You're too big, lad. You know, that big fat face on you, I'd slap you. There's a couple of people that don't like me on here, because I've grown my channel a certain way. Jew McDonald's and I'm dumb. Got a meal in my good. In you come. Chucky Ella, Erin Gabra, Oglen Erin, and shout out to my ma and my dad. Jew McDonald's and I'm dumb. Bugle, see the fuck she is, cuteness. Got a meal in my good. Doing your veil. Yeah, you're on will catagum Dullamock Marche the Hully. Basically, that means I've just asked the teacher, can I go and have a shit? Ere. That's where I'm from. No, but listen, all jokes aside, it's been fucking long trying to grow this channel. Well, not that long, you know. And of all the channels I've ever been any part of or tried to help or what have you, this project is the best of them all. And I've done it quicker than this one. You know why? Because I'm independent. I don't go on other channels slating other people. I don't need to. Quavers. Here's how it is. There's some people on here, right, that don't like the way I grow my channel because they get so many notifications every day. Well, good. You're going to get a lot more. It's called growing your channel. You know what I mean? And mine's growing fine. You know, but it's sad that you get salty pricks. Now, like I said, I'm working on progress, and that's what I'm doing. It's work in progress. Now, if I had been a year and a half ago, I'll slay everybody. You know what I mean? But I don't need to slay anybody, you know why? Because it only promotes their channel, and that's what you want. You see, I've learned. You won't get that on me. No chance. You would have done last year and the year before, but not now you won't. Not a fucking hope in hell, mate. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm about to say fuck you, and I'm going to make my breakfast. I'm going to have some sausage, mushrooms, bacon, and toast. Followed by a jug of orange juice, a banana or two, and some ice cream, a big scoop. Yeah. We out. Thanks for coming in. I'll see you later on. Brock's Raver. I should have known that was you, Quaver. Just so I know it. Quavers, come here, can I ask you something? Have you ever been to Tomorrowland? Have you ever been? I know you like going raves and what have you, man. I used to fucking love it, you know. But how crazy is this? Good morning, DJ. Right, guys, listen to me. I have to fuck off very soon and make the breakfast, okay? But I used to have a love for dance music, right? And I fell out of love with it. Like, I tried to bury a chapter in my life where my friends hurt me feelings because I put myself under fucking a lot of pressure, and not just myself, my family's home at the time. You know, because you want to impress your mates and you're going to be a class clown or a crash test dummy like me, you want to be one of the boys. What happens when you become one of the boys? Then what? Then what? You know the way they say you never forget your first ride of a bike with pedals on. I mean, before you get it twisted. You know, and it doesn't cost nothing to have manners. You know. And speaking of manners, shout out to Raymond. I hope you're alright, mate. And guys, do me a favour, yeah? I have a pal. In fact, I have a few people. Do you know what I'm going to do later on? There's loads of people on here that have channels. You know, if you've got a mental health channel and you want it to grow, just let me know. We'll share your shit, no problem, for free. You know, no one else is going to help you. If you want to grow your channel and it's a mental health channel, you're going to help save people's lives in the long run. So, thinking longevity, I'll help you. I'll put me Instagram and what have you in me link tonight. And if any of you have a fucking YouTube channel and your channel's about mental health, recovery, positivity, not negativity. And if you're a righteous man, if you're noble, I'll share your channel. But here, I won't help anybody who is on here making loads of enemies for themselves. You know, like I said, I know how to grow a channel and how to blow it. If I can reach it, I can breach it. And if I can breach it, I can teach it. Joe McDonald's my name, pleased to meet you. Right, go on then. I'm going to make me breakfast. Thank you everyone for coming in. And I'll see you this afternoon sometime. All depending on how the breakfast goes. Yeah. I think we'll leave it there. I'm thinking whether to have bread or toast with me breakfast. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, it's been interesting. It's Wednesday. Any of you have any luck last night on the football? I didn't put any bets on. Not tonight, maybe tomorrow. But like I said, it's time for me to go. Buy this book and me go. Yeah, he's one of our own. He's one of our own. Buy that book. My G there. I'll see you this afternoon, everyone. Thanks for coming in, and if you're new to this channel here, thanks for subbing. 3,300 incoming. Yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah. I'd like to shout out to everybody who's ever subbed to this channel or watching me content. The whole reason I grew this channel was for the mental health community, the Irish mental health community on YouTube. But over the time I've been on here, it's not just the Irish community that's watching me. You know, we've got America on site, we've got Australia on site. You know, I didn't know nothing about YouTube, how naive I was. And I had to learn about it, and the only way you're gonna fucking progress is if you learn. You know, and like I said, I made me granny a promise. You know, and I broke the promise. You know, and then she died, and I never got a chance to get it back. But believe me, I got it back. I got my education back. I made sure my son got his too. Education's the way forward. You know, sport. Like I said, everything's about your well-being. You know, and sometimes we have to be broken totally in order to fix ourselves. And the only way to get past your demons is to fucking face them, because one day you're gonna have to face them, and believe me, it's gonna be long for you. You know, and I know that. You know, this is why I say anybody that's ever had anything traumatic happen to them, anybody that has, you see, cause and effect. You have trauma in your life and you use drugs or alcohol to block it out, okay? And then you're going to spend 25 years of your life blaming drugs or alcohol for your fuck-ups when you won't blame you. My teeth are like that. Why? Because I was a junkie bastard. I loved drugs at the time. Do you understand? But you grow up and shit happens, yeah, and drugs could have ended my life. Never mind me trying to do it. You know, and I try not unbreak promises. You know what I mean? And any promise that I've ever made or did make, you know, to the people, when they died, I got it back like me education. I didn't come on YouTube to make money. I come on here to get a few thousand subs. And according to the algorithms and analytics, 1,500 of my subs are from Ireland. 1,000 of them are from Dublin, and 500 of them are from Ballyfermot. Now, like I said, I never come on YouTube saying I was a bowsy or I was a hard lad or I was fucking this or that. I tried to bury my shit, you know what I mean? And then on the cesspit one night, somebody come on and told you shit that I didn't want you finding out, because half of it was true. Just the other half wasn't. Shout out to Australia. Like I said, we have Scott. He's a big Aussie, a big 6'5" handsome fella. Right guys, listen, I'm going to make breakfast. I hope you have a good day. Like I said, you know, another thing I'll tell you is, you know, most of my life I always used to worry about what I didn't have rather than what I have now, which isn't a fucking lot. I had my life. I had my eyesight. You know, my discipline's come back. My patience has come back. You see, a year ago, a couple of people apparently don't like how I do business or how I grow my channel now. If I had been a year ago, I'd have lain into a couple of these people, but listen, that's what they want you to do. They want you to mention their name. They want you to call them names. It ain't happening. Told you I'm working on myself. A year ago, I'd have lined a few of these up. You know, but there's no point because I'm not in competition with anybody on YouTube. I'm in competition with myself. And here, like I said, I'm working on myself. That includes working on growing my channel. Any means necessary. You know, it's always been mission fucking Ireland in a way because I miss Ireland because I fucked up. I had to leg it. I didn't have to. It was just a safe move at the time. And I wasn't running very far because you can't run when you have two big whatever in your leg. You're not running very far. You can crawl. But I was taught a lesson from it all. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I never ever underestimate anybody. Man, woman, or child. You don't underestimate anybody. And if you do, that's where you're going to get caught short, you know? The problem with the world is we hide loads of shit from it, and we're not accountable for our actions, you know. And everybody, if you come on YouTube, you're open to scrutiny. Do you understand? Like I said, not everybody likes me, but more people I get on with than dislike me. I don't be around, I try not to have negative things or people in my life going forward. That I'm just like I said, I'm in my own therapy. You know, if I can get back even 2-3% of the lad I used to be, coming off mood stabilizers, I did it. And you can do it as well, but you know, if you go and kill yourself, you're gonna upset somebody. There's loads of people out there that are afraid to talk about mental health, right? And do you know the reason why I like talking about it, and it makes me I don't like holding on to anxiety. Now, allegedly, apparently, I did bad things when I was younger, right? And I did. You know, why would I want to be start calling people out and what have you, and then my friends start clicking onto it, you know what I mean? I was trying to go through YouTube, minding my own business. And then one night on a panel, I was rinsed by somebody, you know, that only knew half of it. And the other half was bollocks. The IRA never ran me out of anywhere. They wouldn't even come on my housing estate for fuck's sake. And it snatched you up. Like I said, up the road, walking up the road next to all, a car or a van pulls up next to you. 2 or 3 big men get out, bump you into the van, door closed, or the back of the boot. And sometimes you're never seen again. You know, and like I said, I'm going off personal experiences. You see, cause and effect. If you want to impress all your mates cause you want to be one of the boys, that's going to have an effect on your family life. Or you could even put people that you love in jeopardy because you want to be one of the boys. You know, I shared a memory yesterday, I think it was 3 years ago. I had a mate lived in Cabra, Dotty Douglas. And it popped up on my feed yesterday or the day before, about 3 years ago. I posted this picture, you know, and he was one scary fella. And like I said, I've been around scary guys all my life, but a couple of them stand out, you know, to the point he put the fear of God into me. Like this one particular fella, I'm not joking. I got sick in the bathroom a couple of times because of what he said. You know, very creative in ways to haunt people. Like, I don't want to be sitting listening to that nonsense, but I've come across a few scary guys in my life that I'm not ashamed to say it, put the fear of God into me. You can say you're not afraid of this, you're not afraid of that, but I'll tell you what, I was. You're not afraid when you're in prison at 21 in Mountjoy prison. You're not afraid, eh? You know, I was. I was fucking terrified, mate. You know, because of the people that were in there and all because of a stupid fucking nightclub. You know, but like I said, there's loads of people that come in and out of here that have been to fucking raves that or don't know somebody that fucked something up like a bill. You know, and once you do that, like I said, most of my friends when we were younger, we were all class clowns. You know, like crash test dummies, literally. You know, it's like it can have that butterfly effect on your life. You know, but I think you have to fucking be broken truly in order to find yourself again or to fix yourself. You know, like I said, man, it's like all you can say is don't ever give up hope. You know, if you ever try to take your life or harm yourself here, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna open your door and a copper's gonna do that. Pablo, I'm about to fuck off, but listen to me. I'm still praying for you, ma. Hey, and good luck tonight. I hope you beat them cockney cunts. Oh, sorry. You are one of them yid bastards. Shout out to Pablo and his fucking ma. And yesterday, I swear me baby's life, it was some of the best news I've had for ages. Because I love Pablo. Pablo's my mate. You know, and we speak on Instagram a lot. And out of every single fucking person on the whole of YouTube, see him, he's helped me more than anybody. And I don't forget that. I was very sick, and see Pablo and Chopper and a few other people helped me, even Stevie, you know, and fucking that pissed me off as well. But like I said, look, a lot of people have helped me, not just from Dublin, from all around the world by coming in here. You know what I mean? It's like I'm a football fan. You know, and I am an Irishman, I can't help that, you know, but you know where you stand with me. But anyway, here, I'm going to go and do breakfast. Pablo, I love you. Guys, thanks all for coming in. I hope you all have a good day. Listen, I'll do a live later on, and there's loads of you that come in here on a daily basis, on weekly basis, a monthly basis, that have been coming and watching me or whatever. So, anyone that has a channel and you want to share it, and just tell me, you know what I mean? I'll make shorts for your channel. I don't want fuck all off you. You know, nobody's gonna fucking help you on here, but listen, I'll do my best. You know, like I said, on YouTube, see cunts that charge memberships and you don't, all you get is a fucking a badge. You know, see me. Anybody that has a mental health channel and you want to share it, I'll do it for free. I'll put it on all my socials. I've only recently learned how to link all my shit together. You know, I'm not fucking very good at all this, but I'm working on it. Right, go and fuck off. I love you. See you later. Done now. Right.